Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here today. It's a lovely day again in coastal Virginia. We're all having a wonderful day here. The sun's shining. It's a little chillier than usual. It's, not quite 40 degrees, but it's good. It's all good. And we're happy to be here. So I thank you for being here. If you're out there with us this morning, please give me a hi, a heads up, a thumbs up. Just let me know you're out there. Um, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your support. I'm grateful that I'm used in this way to share the message of understanding and truth. And so let's begin our day as we do with our breathing exercise. We breathe in through the nose, we hold, and we breathe out through our mouths. And so let's begin in through the nose, hold, out through the mouth, in through the nose, hold, out through the mouth. In through the nose, hold, out through the mouth. In through the nose, hold, out through the mouth. Okay, let's come on back. Open your eyes when you're ready. Shake your fingers and your toes. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. We love, we enjoy, we experience. All is well. All is well. Good morning, Shireen. Good morning, Mary Lee. Thanks for letting me know you're out there. I appreciate it very much. So, yesterday I was sharing out of, let's see here, out of Lessons in Truth by H. Emily Cady. There's so much valuable stuff in here. I mean, I don't even have to read it, but through the first page or two, and it starts just flowing. And here on page 38, not even out of the first chapter yet, the incredible flow of love and understanding is just jumping off the page. And oftentimes I think to myself, although it's probably not necessarily true, that y'all, whoever's out there, um, are thinking, Paul, you always say the same thing over and over and over, and that's been the nature of the message that is given to me to share. Yet when I boil it down to render it down to its basic reality, there's really only one message to share. I've read and read and read. I've read mystical writers that from hundreds or thousands of years ago. I've read Oriental writers. I've read East, Eastern Asian writers. I've read all, current writers, the inspiring writers of the 21st century. I've read them all, and they all say the same thing over and over and over and over. They say it in different ways. They use different types of writing styles, yet the same message comes through over and over and over and over. The essence of existence, the essence of that which is the essence of who I am. And knowing that as so is the point of this whole experience. All that is God is everywhere all the time. There is either all there is or there, oh wait, there is no or. All there is all there is. Understanding there is no or is the message. All that is all that is. But Emily Cady says it here it's just different words to express the same things over and over and over. And here on page 38, in Lessons in Truth, at the top of the page, it starts, oh, I want the simplest mind to grasp the idea, the very wisdom of all that is, the love, the life, and the power of all that is, are ready and waiting with longing impulse to flow through us in unlimited degrees. When it flows in unusual degree through the intellect of a person, men exclaim, or women exclaim, or humans exclaim, what a wonderful mind. When it flows through the hearts of humankind, it is the love that melts all bitterness, envy, selfishness, jealousy before it. When it flows through the body as life, no disease can withstand its onward march. We do not have to beg all that is any more than we have to beg the sun to shine. The sun shines because it is a law of its being to shine, and it cannot help it. No more can all that is help pouring into us unlimited wisdom, life, power, all good, because to give is a law of all that is being. Nothing can hinder all that is except our own lack of understanding, which comes through our programming, which comes through our training, which comes through the conditioning that is given to us by this three-dimensional world. The sun may shine ever so brightly, but if we have, through willfulness or ignorance, placed ourselves or have been placed by our progenitors in the far corner of a damp, dark cellar, we get neither joy nor comfort from its shining. Then to us, the sun never shines. So we have heretofore known nothing of how to get ourselves out of the cellar of ignorance, doubt, and despair to our own wrong thinking. All that is has seemed to withhold the life, wisdom, power we wanted so much, though we sought all that is ever so earnestly. The sun does not radiate life and warmth today and darkness and chill tomorrow. It cannot. From the nature of its being, it cannot. Nor does all that is radiate love at one time, while at other times anger, wrath, and displeasure flow from all that is mind towards us. Quoting biblical scripture, does a spring pour forth from the same opening both fresh and brackish water? Can a fig tree yield olives or a grapevine figs? All that is all good, always love. All that is never changes, no matter what we do or may have done. All that is always trying to pour more of all that is through us into visibility so as to make us grander, larger, fuller, freer individuals. While the child is crying out for its father, mother, God, the father, mother is yearning with infinite tenderness to satisfy the child. In the heart of humankind, a cry. In a heart of all that is supply. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful words written by an incredible woman in 1890. And I adjusted some of the words so as they would be more current, but it boils down to the same reality over and over again. The same thing that the Buddha said, the same thing that the Christ in Jesus said, the same thing that Lao Tzu said, the same thing that Krishna told Arjuna on the battlefield. All that is all that is. And that is I am. Simply saying to one's self over and over and over, I am all I am. Just saying to oneself over and over and over, I am the presence of God or goddess or all that is, wherever I am, drives out the inappropriate ideas that I have in this intellect. The expression, I am the presence of God wherever I am, drives out of my consciousness any idea that I am damaged, hurt, less than, whatever. not good enough, not understanding enough, not whatever enough. Simply saying it, simply saying, it's a beautiful day with feeling. Simply saying, when someone asks me, Paul, excuse me, Paul, how are you doing today? Simply saying, I am well, drives out the idea that something is wrong. It's in the languaging to ourselves that matters. Heidegger, the great German philosopher Heidegger, said the thing that separates the human race from the rest is the quality of our language and the impact it has on our minds. We simply are required to replace the negative chatter between our ears with empowering chatter between our ears. And the negative will disappear, and our power will become obvious, and our joy will expand exponentially over and over and over and over. We've seen it. Each of us have seen it. Each of us have experienced it. Yet most of us are so conditioned to lack and hurt and misunderstanding that as soon as we see it, we deny it. When the opposite is the effective tool. Deny the fear. Deny separation. Deny the idea that I am other than all that is. That is the key. That is what all prayer is about. That is, who am I begging to give me whatever it is I want when I beseech God? Who am I begging? All that is all that is, and I am that. That which I am begging is myself, that essential being. I only need to beg myself in despair. Acknowledging myself as the presence of all that is all the time is the renewing experience, is the revitalizing understanding. Generally speaking, the human population will hear the words that are coming out of this mouth right now, and they'll either shut it off, scoff at it, find fault, tell their friends how stupid it is. That's what most of us do because that's what we're conditioned to do. It doesn't fit the narrative that we've been conditioned to embrace. I suggest strongly create a new narrative. I am created in the image and likeness of all that is. I am all that is. When all that is came into being, I came into being as well. The concept of creation belongs in here. All that is all that is. It has always been and it will always be. There's nothing new under the sun. You just heard me have to consciously eliminate the idea that I'm created out of something other than myself because it's so ingrained in me that I heard myself say it and I had to deny it and then reiterate I am the presence of all that is all the time. It's a constant, constant renewal of understanding. And it's so available to everyone when we choose to do it. It is the resurrection of all that is. It is the outcome of our favorite Western spiritual story. All that is necessary of me is to embrace it as so, as myself. I love you, each and every one. I love you as I love myself. We are. Namaste, 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 namaste.